October is National Women Small Business Owner Month, and research shows women are starting businesses at twice the rate of men. However, fewer than 2% of female-owned businesses gross over $1 million in annual revenue. Our next guest, Susan Solovic, small business expert and media director for the SBE Council, joins us now to discuss. Susan, great to see you.
Nice to be here.
Why aren't women-owned businesses growing faster?
You know, that's a really great question, and I think it's both systemic and sociological. And here's the issue. We don't have a lot of role models. You know, there just aren't a lot of women out there who are starting enterprises. And also the media just doesn't play it up. So, you know, we need to see more examples of women like Sarah Blakely, you know, the Spanx fame.
Absolutely.
Barbara Corcoran, people like that who are aspiring young women to build. The second thing is women aren't comfortable talking about money. And when you really are focused on money, I think that women who want to make a lot of money are either posed as either the vixen or the villain. And quite frankly, we are neither. But you know, what's really alarming to me, Tanya, is the fact in 2006, I wrote a book called The Girl's Guide to Building a $1 Million Business. That was after my own business crossed over the $1 million line. I thought if I can do it, anybody can do it, right?
Yes.
And the number then was 3% of women-owned businesses grossing over $1 million.
And now it's 2%.
And now it's gone down to 2%, according to an article I read in Forbes magazine.
Almost 10 years later, it's gone down.
Isn't that tragic?
You also say that one of the problems is uneven access to credit, correct?
That's correct. And access to credit is tough for all small businesses, and we've certainly seen that in the recession, but it's particularly difficult for women-owned businesses. And that's really true. You see it a lot in venture capital. And one of the reasons is there's such a small percentage of venture capitalists who are women. And you know, I think that the men don't view the women-owned businesses in the same way. But also going back to the issue of money, you don't have a lot of women who really understand equity financing. And so there are some organizations now that are training women to pitch to VCs like Springboard Enterprises. So it is getting better, but without the knowledge base and without more women VCs out there, it's going to continue to be a problem.
That's the bottom line. What about this trend toward crowd-based funding, though? Can that be helpful to women?
It is really helpful to women-owned businesses because it's an alternative approach, and obviously people are sort of donating to your company, right? So if you've got a good passion and you've got a good story to tell, it's a great way to look to raise money.
But that's not really where the big money is,
no,
right? The big money is from the venture capitalists,
that's
right?
correct. And,
okay.
But there are some crowdfunding sites, Tanya, that are just focusing on women-owned businesses, like MulaHoop.com. So, you know, we're seeing some of those platforms emerge.
And do you think mentorship is important here?
Mentorship is critical. I think women need to reach out and help other women excel. And sadly, we still have a little bit of that women are tougher on other women. And so, you know, there's some good mentoring programs out there. I think any of us, you know, we control the wealth in this country. Can you imagine if we band together and we all used women-owned businesses and we all shopped with each other?
Absolutely.
Wow, we'd be growing for sure.
Well, Susan Solovic, thank you for doing your part to lend a hand to other women. Thank you for being here.
Thank you.